As promised, we are starting a different series of econometrics. Today we will discuss about the types of data and the variables, which is very important for econometrics examination, competition especially like NET, Indian Economic Services, GATE, IES and other competition examination. Our learning objective by end of this video, you should understand various types of data in the econometrics. Very important topic covering cross-sectional data, time series data and the panel data. We will also discuss the classification of different variables, dependent or independent variable. In this video, you will also get knowledge about qualitative and quantitative data. Their scales of measurements like nominal, ordinal data, interval data, ratio data. But question arises, why proper data classification is essential before the estimation? Welcome to IEMS Academy. I am Dr. Ajay Bhatia and you are watching this second video in our complete series of econometrics. Today we will explore the types of data and the variables that are the foundation of econometrics. Yesterday I have given the volume 1 of econometrics, some basic part, understanding the data in the first step towards building powerful model, important for NET, IES, GATE, IIT and research work. Students, we have divided this video in 3 parts. First, types of data in econometrics. There are different types of data in econometrics, but we generally encounter 3 main types of data. That can be a cross-sectional data. The cross-sectional data are collected at a single point of time across a different unit. Means, for example, income level of 100 households in a city in 2025. This is the cross-sectional data. Second type of data we'll encounter in econometrics is a time series data where observations are collected over time on a single entity. For example, GDP of a country from 2000 to 2025. Third, again an important data that is called panel data, also called longitudinal data. Panel data combine both cross-sectional and time series dimensions, means covering both the type of data. It can be a GDP of a 10 states from 2010 to 2020. Panel data give more information, more variability and better estimation efficiency. Students, choosing the correct types affect the technique we use, like OLS method, panel regression, ARIMA, etc. This we will discuss in the later videos in detail. Now the second part of our video is types of variables. Student, we are systematic studying econometrics, so please attach with us and study about the variables. Variables are the measurable element in any model that we can measure easily. Variables can be A dependent variable, outcome you are trying to explain or predict. For example, wages are dependent variables. Independent variables like X, these data explain the variation in Y data, means variation in dependent variable. For example, you can take education and experience. Students, we further divide variables as quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative is in numerical terms, measures in always in numbers. For example, income, age, height, etc. Second is qualitative. Qualitative are categorical data that cannot be measured in numbers. We can't measure in this number. Like, for example, gender, region, industry types, etc. Then we sometimes use dummy variables, which we cover in the later videos. Dummy variables can be an important concept that we can understand in the later videos. Our part 3 of video is a scales of measurement. Scale of measurement means accurate estimation and testing. It is crucial to understand how variables is measured. For example, or we can say its type. First, nominal scale. The categories which have no orders. For example, religion, gender have a no order. Second is a ordinal scale. Ordinal scale have a order, categories with order, but no fixed spacing. For example, education level, starting from 10th, 12th, college and post-graduation. Next is interval scale. It is ordered with equal intervals, no true zero. Example, we can take temperature in the Celsius. Next come ratio scale. Ratio scales are ordered, equal intervals and true zero. We can take the example of income, age and distance. Now question arises, why this is important? This is important because you can't run a regression using nominal or ordinal data without transformation, like using our dummy variables. I will give you a practical example how to classify the data. This can be a real world case example. Suppose we want to study the factor affecting student performance. So we can take Y as an exam score. Y as an exam score. This can be a ratio. X1, factor affecting will be study hours. That can be also a ratio. X2, gender. Gender are nominal data. We use dummy in this case. X3 is the education level. This is the ordinal data. We have to convert into a dummy data. So student, you must classify and treat variables correctly before any estimation. So treatment is essential in econometrics. So student, what we have learned today, we can have a summary recap. We have understand cross-sectional, time series and panel data. We also discussed dependent versus independent variables. In this video, you have also learned qualitative and quantitative variables and the different scales of measurement like nominal, ordinal, interval, ratio. So student, understanding your data helps you to avoid modeling errors and improve the interpretation of the data. Error we will discuss later on in the videos. Stay connected with IEMS Academy. Thank you very much for watching our video. If you found this video helpful, you can like, share and comment. You can ask any question related to this topic about your doubts. Subscribe to our channel IEMS Academy for the full econometrics series. In the next video, that is video 3, we will dive into most fundamental structure in econometrics. That is classical linear regression model. Very important topic that we call CLRM and its basic assumption. Thank you very much. Again, if you have any doubt, please write in the comment box. I will surely reply you. Thank you very much.